It smells absolutely amazing. Perfect. I wouldn't add anything else. This is so good. My name is Oksana. A little bit of my favorite blend spice. I make most of my meals plant-based because this is the most biologically available way to nourish your body. And this is what I talk about in my cookbook. Once your body starts to heal, you can start exploring other diets and add more into your daily menu. But this is exactly where you start. Look at this perfection. And olive oil. We really only need to chop the broccoli here, and you want to chop it rather fine. Your liver loves broccoli. Your gut loves broccoli. Let me check on the frying pan what's happening here. Okay, that's going on nicely. Now let's slice these real quick. We're gonna add them to our, my squash is ready. What a perfect timing. Adding my favorite spice blend. About a teaspoon. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry too. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Everybody's gonna love it. Everybody, even your kids. Come closer. It is so creamy, fiber rich, nutrient rich, anti-inflammatory. Your body's gonna love it. What makes this soup healing? It is the right ingredients and the right way to prepare it. You see, when you overcook something for too long or at the very high temperature, you lose its healing powers. You know, don't judge my cutting skills because I'm not a professional cooker. I'm an amateur. Now, as you see, I'm holding mushrooms. Time to add mushrooms. So you want a lot. This is 10 ounces plus additional 5, so 15 ounces because they'll shrink once they cook. Ooh, I literally have 2 minutes and we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. Let's talk about what I use for the base of this soup. This is my homemade healing veggie broth. I have the video how I make it and I'll put a reference on the screen somewhere. This adds nourishing value to the soup. It makes it even more delicious and more healing. But the soup will be ready in no time. Let's add some salt to taste. I think this is going to be probably enough. And of course, my favorite spice blend. I don't eat anything without it. I add it to everything except my coffee. Just so you know, you have to give it a little bit of time to see if it's thick enough for you. It does not work like right in the second. And pressed garlic. Garlic. Everything smells better with garlic. And that's how I make my creamy healing mushroom soup. Look at this. The smell is amazing. Let's give it a try. By the way, if you are someone who is working on healing their gut, I would start with my free gut wellness checklist. I have the link below this video. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. I will show you red lentils and quinoa variation because I really love it. By the way, quinoa is not a grain. It is a pseudo grain. And it's a great source of plant-based protein. So it makes these lentil buns double protein. Okay, next thing we need 200 ml of water. And it is important to follow this recipe to the T as far as, how many is this? 3? I think 4, my gosh. Okay, one more. Because that's as perfect as it's gonna get, trust me. As I said, I bake these bazillion times and they come out perfection every single time. Next, my favorite spice blend. So I just eye it out. So probably like a teaspoon. And 2 more important ingredients: baking soda with lemon juice, and let me show you. Oh, let me check again. Oh my gosh. You're gonna not believe me that I've did it like 100 times only. So 1 teaspoon. So how do you set this to ferment? You can do 2 ways. Look how much thicker this one got. And it's gonna get even thicker than that. It's nice to cover it just to keep it nice and warm. I don't make them very big. You see, that's the palm of my hand. That's as big as I go because they're really filling. My fermented lentil quinoa buns, I make this every week as a gut-friendly healing alternative to bread. Can't even describe how good it is. See, I can't even talk. Must try. A must try.